Hey guys, this is Bray with Shelton Outdoors, and in this video I'm making a ginormous hammer out of this piece of 3x3 and this big old piece of, I don't know what kind of wood it is, but I'm just going to make a hammer because I'm bored. So I got a new shop. Actually, it isn't new, it's new to me though. It's my dad's old wood shop. He does not use it anymore, and now it's mine. So I've basically accessed everything in here, including my old tools. So you're going to be seeing this in the videos from now on. Woo. And so that's basically just about summed everything up for this video. Now let's get to making this. Alright, so the first process of this is probably, in my opinion, would be getting this handle all done out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it how long I want my axe hammer handle. That's a tongue twister right here. Axe. Remember, this is an axe, it's a hammer handle. There we go, hammer handle. How long I want that to be. So, got my metallic marker. And I am going to see how long, just by eyeballing it, because that is what I'm awesome at. I want this to be a decently long handle, too. Right here. Now, this is pretty long. I'm working on this side so y'all can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but you can. Here we go. Alright, now let's get this thing cut out. Okay, so now I got this all cut out, and the edge is shaping up, and it's a pretty long hammer handle. But I'm gonna make an axe handle styled, so it's gonna be like, wide, but it's gonna be like double bitted styled. Because it's gonna be a two-sided hammer. It's not gonna be just one-sided. It'll be two-sided. I'll show you. Set that right there. And see this is gonna be literally my whole hammerhead. Like this. So it's basically just gonna be a ginormous sledgehammer. Now, you're probably going to be asking me, Braden, why in the world would you have a sledgehammer head to be this big? Why? What would be the practical applications for it? Destruction, obviously. And, of course, there is a couple more, actual applications, like woodworking, driving in absolute ginormous poles, and etc. But I'm making it for the destruction factor to test some of my future stuff. And also for fun. So, now that I got that, I'm get this head all smooth and cut out. Well, I ain't cutting anything out, but just smooth. So actually, I don't even need to smooth out the head because I'll do that much later. Actually, I'm gonna get the design for this handle all drawn out, and then obviously cut it out. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I think I'm gonna do like a double bitted axe style hammer, like hammer handle or whatever it is, or it'd be like a sledgehammer handle. I don't know. See, this wood, the only thing is it's a little bit thin, so I might have to make it a little bit of a smaller handle, which could actually not reduce, but increase the risk of it cracking under high pressure, which it probably won't happen. I mean, I can always just make a new handle if it doesn't do that. So now let's get it all drawn and cut out. Alright, so I got the lovely, lovely little design drawn out here. I got some thicker in the head and relatively the same distance around the body. Now, here's a good woodworking tip for you. So, when you're marking out your piece of wood, I like to first mark it out with a pencil. Simple number 2 pencil, whatever, like a nice dull gray color, something a little bit lighter that is a little bit harder to see, but easy enough to see. And then, we can experiment with different types of lines. So, let's say, oh, wait, that didn't work. I'm going to have to spend 4 hours erasing this off my piece of wood, because it takes a long time to erase pieces of lead off of wood. What you can do is you can just draw a bunch of designs on your wood, like they're relatively similar, like if you messed up or something, and then you come over it with a high color pencil, marker, etc. You just come over it and then lay out your actual design on the wood like so. So I used a bright metallic silver marker. The tip instantly just blew up on me. It still worked though. So now all I have to do is just get these things all cut out. So, I don't know if you can hear this, but that wood is starting to crack. Oh, it ain't doing it anymore. Every time I take this and hammer it in, you can hear it cracking, and you can see it just kind of going through the grain. I got really scared because I saw this line, and I was like, oh shoot. I just cracked it right on the mark, and I probably just went under it. But no, it's just my pencil marking. See, there's the actual grain. That's what the fake crack looked like. And I almost hammered the tarnation in my finger too. Like, I got really close. So, I'm gonna finish this up and then check back with you later. Okay, so quick problem. This is cutting close to the line. And this side is really low down. So, it's getting pretty late. Not like really late, but like late enough I want to go back inside and stop working on this. So, I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow and address that problem tomorrow. So, I'll see all y'all tomorrow. Bye. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is day 2 of the gigantic sledgehammer build, and I figured out the solution to my problem. So, I got my wood here, and if you haven't noticed, this is what it looks like on the droop side, and it's very underneath it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish all getting out of the body, and then, once I get everything all flattened out, sort of towards the line, I'm going to draw my shaping lines all the way around that thing. Or, if that don't work and it still looks uneven, then I could just have a little curve in there for like an extra hand grip or something. Get off me. Had a fly off me. So, let's get on to it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am in the woods at my wood shop, and it is like day 4 of the build. I have not done a lot of work in the past while because I had some stuff I needed to do, but now we'll open up the wood shop to see where we have to do. So I have to kind of do this because that door is really stiff. Alright, sander. There it is. So yes, I've been working off camera a little bit. It turns out I was using the wrong micro SD card, and I filmed with the wrong micro SD card. So now I have this much done. I have the whole bottom half done, and then almost done with this full top half. And I came up with a new way to cut it out without it, messing up or looking ugly, and it'd be easier to file out later. So what I do is I take my pull saw. Where is my pull saw? Right here. Grab my pull saw, then all I have to do is just cut all the way down the line like I did there. Then all I have to do is just grab my chisel and then just chisel right through that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and finish off the handle. Alright, so I got both sides all cut out. Just like so. So I figured out a problem. So remember last time I said that this got carved out too much. Well, I figured out when I draw my lines how it is. I might have already said this, I don't know, I forgot. But I probably already said this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just carve my lines around there. So that way when I make the handle circular, it'll work that way. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a rasp. Actually, I'll get that cut out. So I'll do that right now, and then take my rasp, and then, rasp it all out. Alright, so now I got the handle all rough sanded out. So now I'm going to move on to hand sanding the handle, and obviously actually I ain't going to hand sand it yet. I'm going to draw up my lines, and then I'm going to cut out my lines. So what I'm going to do is just going to take my pencil and run it all the way down the middle and like where I want my lines of curvature to be, and then I'll take it and I'll just sit out there with maybe razor blade or my saw, or just carve it out with my belt sander, and then I'll have a nice rounded handle to it. I'll show y'all how to do it in just a second. Oh, I almost dropped my camera there. Ooh, stay. Alright, so now I got my board here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pencil and I'm going to draw out my curvature lines. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil, hold it normal, and then hold it down to the board using my ring finger as a guideline. Let's see if we can get there. Use my ring finger as a guideline, and I'm just going to run it down the board. My dad taught me this trick. He does a lot of floor and stuff, so he's gotten to where he can draw lines basically perfectly straight with this. And I'm still getting there. Then we'll run over just one more time. There we go. And then on the other side. And then you just keep repeating this. And try to keep all your stuff at the same depth. So that way, it keeps it even. There we go. All the way down. So that's basically all that I'm doing right now. Alright, so now I got it all rasped out. You can see it is all circulated out. and it's feeling really, really good. All I need to do is just take it and sand it. And I'm going to be using a technique like I told you in one of my other videos, which was my making crankbaits video, where you just take a piece of sandpaper, rip off a piece, and then just do it like you're polishing a shoe. I'll show you. Alright, so I got a piece of sandpaper here. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it, rip it down like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just take it, lay it over like I'm polishing a shoe, you know. And then just a back and forth motion. Now, you want to start off with a higher, coarser grit to remove it, and then move up to higher, more finer grits. So you're going to start off with a low grit. I'm starting off with this 80 grit. And I'm just going to do like this. Make sure you get them edges, especially if you have one of the sharp edges. You gotta do like that. So, I'm going to go and do that, and then I'll see y'all when I'm done with that. Alright, so I am all done with the handle. So now all I need to do is just finish up the head. Actually, not finish up, but start on the head. So I've already done this. I already sanded it down. And I'm probably going to cut all this in a coat of like linseed oil or something like that. Just to, you know, keep it in and make the wood look real pretty. So now, let's see here. Where did I put that piece of 3x3 at? Right here. I'm going to turn this into a hammerhead. Now, I'm just going to do a regular square design unless something, like, comes over me and I make, like, a super sick design. I think I'm just going to stick with the square design, though. So, I'm going to go to the belt sander to, like, kind of flatten it out and hog all the material out and get it decently smooth and then ready to cut and then sand and then fit. Well, by golly, did something come over me, man. Good grief. Look at that. I'm going to cut all that out and sand it all out. That's gonna be not fun, and for me or my sander, if you can see it back there, my dinky little sander probably can't handle that job. So I literally have to remove all of that material on a 3x3. That's a lot. So I might have to like do some chiseling work too, which actually probably wouldn't be that bad. And then I'm probably gonna make it 3D-ish with like lines in it, so it's probably gonna take me a while. But I'm going inside and take a break. So it'll probably be like maybe 30 minutes to get back out here. Maybe to an hour. But to y'all, it'll just be like literally like a millisecond. So I'll see y'all when I get back. I probably should put the pencil down because I made even more adjustments. I'm going to take this. I'm just going to carve this in a little bit. Make it look a little bit more 3D and a little bit better looking. So, sorry belt sander, but I'm going to have to hog off a butt ton of material again. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, I'll see y'all when I get done. Well, I'll be daggone if that one look pretty good. It's a little bit uneven on the top, but it's fine. And then it's got some... So, this thing's got some heft to it. Hang on. Where'd I put the thing? Right here. This is how I've been testing to see how heavy the head will be this whole time. I just do like this. So, I'll be daggone if this thing was heavy. I mean, this thing's heavy. It's got to at least a pound, maybe 2-3 pounds. So, I got most of this head done. Now, should I draw cutout lines and then cut this out? I think I should. I mean, it won't take me too long, seeing as I have rasp, and I can just rasp it down, and then just sand it down, because I gotta sand it anyways. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So, I'm gonna draw some little lines, and then make it look a whole lot better. So, I'll see y'all when that's done. Okay, so, y'all guys have to see how much sawdust there is. Holy stinking moly, there's so much sawdust. Oh, wait. It says subscribe. You should subscribe. So, I got the head out. Just kind of plugging in some personal gain there. Got the head done. Got these lovely little lines all drawn out. It looks much better. So, now, I'm probably going to do some hand sanding. And then, I'm going to cut the fitting out for the head so I can put the head, or the handle of the head in. So, let's do that. Alright, so to make this, I'm going to use what I call a drill and chop method. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drill out a bunch of holes. And here's my drill bit, and my drill, obviously. And then, I'm going to go through my chisel, and then just hit down the line. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drill them really, really close together. So that way all I do is just run down my chisel, and then, clean it out, sand it out, stick it in there, glue it in there, pin it in there, and then I'm done. and then, you know, all the rest of the things. So that's what I'm gonna do. All I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drill some holes here, then cut them down. We got intruders.
Hey.
Get out of my swamp!
Hi.
Alright, so I dealt with the intruder. I am almost done getting through this thick, heavy head. So I'm probably gonna finish up on that, and then I'll talk with you later. So, alright. The dry fit is looking pretty good. It might need to be bumped down by a hammer a pretty decent amount and glued in and pinned in, but it's looking sick. Look at that. I know it kind of looks like a siren, you know, woo woo woo, but it's really front heavy. I could probably smack the tar out of something with this thing, and I probably might do that later. Ominous foreshadowing. So I probably just need to knock it down a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna grab this. Actually, wood mount will be a little bit better. Okay, so I could probably do it down a little bit more, but now I gotta take the dry fit off of it and then fix it a little bit more. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I got the dry fit done. I got everything where it fits in nice and lovely. It's a little bit uneven though, but it's fine. It's too late for that. I got the pinholes drilled, so that way I can put pins in it, so that way the wood glue fails, it don't snap off and fly and kill nobody, including me. Okay, it ain't gonna do that. Hopefully not. But now that I got that all done, I'm about to wood glue it up, and then tomorrow I'm gonna char it, and then if I do char it, that is the question. Should I char it or should I not char it? I think I'm gonna char it. Comment down below whether you char or not char it. And then put some linseed oil or wax or coating or something on it just to make it look pretty. So I'm gonna put all that wood glue on. Alright guys, so I got the hammer all finished, all glued, and all pinned. On this side I had to push the pin in because it was looking a little bit rough. But tomorrow I'm going to sand the pins off and probably put a little wood putty in there too, because this is a gigantic gap. So I am going to go into the house, take a bath, and get to bed because it's getting late. So I will see y'all all tomorrow. Bye. Alright, oh wait, the camera's really foggy. There it is. Hey, there you are. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. The hammer is basically finished. The whole body itself. Is that glue dry? Yep, glue's dry. Look at this. This thing's mean looking. Drilled a hole in the handle so that way I can hang it up and all that stuff. And also because it looks pretty cool. Alright, so today it's probably going to be filling and burning and then testing. I actually ain't going to burn it. I'm just going to, what's called, stain it. But I am going to wood burn a play button to the top of it. But I got some targets, some new targets I can smash with it to do a little mini episode inside of my episode. Mosquito, hang on. There we go. Alright, so I got some 2 pieces of wood glued together with wood glue. And 2 pieces of wood glued together with Gorilla Glue. So if the Gorilla Glue's whole, like, its toughest jobs on planet Earth, fix everything thing works, then it should beat the snot out of the wood glue. At least that's what they're saying. So I have a mosquito in my shop. Alright, so let's get the, I'm going to get a plug made for the top of this handle. Because this right here needs a plug because it's wide gap and it's open. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut me out a little plug and then put it in. Alright, so I got the hammer, I got the plug all flattened out. So now it's just time to burn it. And I got the head finished. It's kind of hard to see here. We're going to get out into the sunlight where you can see it. Look at that. That's what the top view looks like. I'm saving that for saving the top part for later because I'm going to burn in a play button shape. So now all I have to do is just wood burn the handle. Alright guys, so I'm done burning it. You can see, got all the head done. Got the handle all done. It is a little bit warm still. I will admit that. It's kind of burning my hand while I'm holding it right now. Let me set it down. Okay, so now I am going to put some of this wood finish with this, like a dark walnut wood finish. Actually, before that, I'm going to wood burn the play button to the top of the head and then take a bunch of pictures of it so that way, just in case I break it. I won't have no pictures of it. Of course, I'll have it on this book. It ain't gonna do much. So, I am going to go get my wood burning tools out. Alright, got my wood burning stuff. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the YouTube play button is in. Look at that. Actually, it's looking pretty bad. Now, it is gonna be kind of hidden. But, I mean, there's a hidden meaning to everything, right? So, I mean, it looks pretty good to me. So, now, I'm waiting for that to dry, and then I'm probably gonna stain it. Alright. All stained up. The stain is absolutely perfect, but it don't have to be. It's just meant to look a little bit pretty. You know? So, now I'm gonna wait for that to dry, and then I'm gonna test it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the hammer is finished. Woo! Alright, so now it is time to test the hammer. So I'm gonna run into my wood shop real quick and grab the stuff I'm gonna smack. Okay, so I got target number 1, which is the wood glue. So let's see if the wood glue can hold up to my hammer. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna take my hammer, I'm just gonna smack the tar out of this thing. So I'm either gonna test it to see which one. If I hit it one shot and break it in one shot, I'm going to see which one held up, you know, it felt like it had the most resistance. But, I'm just going to see, if I don't, then I'm going to see which one holds up for the most hits. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's do this. Line it up. No way. It stood up. Look at that. Just fine. Alright, let's reset and do that again. Okay, so that was one hit. Now it's time for the second hit. Let me readjust it just a little bit more. There we go. Here we go. Son! Still holding strong. Is my hammer breaking? My hammer's not breaking. So, I'm gonna reset and try it one more time. Alright, I'm throwing all I have into this one. If my hammer breaks, my hammer breaks, but if that breaks, it breaks. Ready? It broke! 3 strikes, it broke. Alright, let's take a look at the damage here. Yep, the glue couldn't hold up. It took 3 good hard whackings with it. So now, it is time for target number 2, the super glue. Alright, now it's time for super glue. I'm gonna give this thing all I have. Ready? Ugh. One shot, the super glue broke. One shot. So I think I just confirmed it. For holding wood together, wood glue is way stronger. So I'm still gonna continue to use super glue for my baits because it's okay. It's better for that than wood glue is. Oh my gosh, look at that. Let me grab you. Look at that. Literally embedded it in the ground. That's the Zammy old hammer. No dents. No cracks in the handle, no nothing. Daggone. That hammer holds up pretty well. Alright guys, so I'm going to get that cleaned up and then I'm going to get some other funner just smash targets, not holding up targets. So all in all, the wood glue won. Alright, it's got a can of spray paint. I'm just kidding. If I hit this can of spray paint, it would explode and get everywhere. I got a cardboard box, this weird cardboard thingy. And I got some oranges. So I'm gonna see if the oranges work. Okay, so I have all of my targets. So I'll be daggone if that thing will blend into a tree very well. See, it's right there. Alright guys, so my first target is a cardboard box. Now, I think I'm gonna squash it like this first. No, it's extra big to squash. Back it up a little bit. Stay. I'm gonna grab my hammer. And it's pounding time. Alright. I'm gonna hit it right here so that way it squishes it more. Ha! Son. That's pretty mean right there. Alright, ready? Now this time. Son. Hit on the edges. This thing's fun. Alright, that was target number 1. Now it's on to target number 2. Okay, so target number 2 is one of these weird cardboard things you'd find in a cardboard box. I'm gonna squish it down like this. Alright, here we go. No way! That literally squished it. You see that? Son, that absolutely squished it. Alright, now it's time on for our target number 3 and 4. They're the same thing, but they're different targets. Alright, I got these little cutie mandarin oranges. I'll set one right there. And I'm gonna squash it with my hammer. Alright, here we go. Don't miss. Son! I got orange juice all over everything. Holy stinking moly. That exploded. Look at me! I'm covered in orange juice. Bro, that was insane. Alright, now it's time to squash this one. Oh, I didn't even try that hard. And it still obliterated it. Look at that. It's got orange all over it. I got orange on my legs. It got orange all over me. So that will wrap up today's video. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on my next project. Goodbye.